So this is chemical reactions and equations, and we are finished with all types of reactions. Today we are picking up a very important concept, that is oxidation and reduction. You may have heard about these terminologies before, and today we'll study about them in detail. So let's start with an experiment and try and understand what's actually happening in it. So guys, what happens if we heat some copper powder? It is reddish brown in color, and when we try to heat it, it turns black, which is copper oxide here. Let's see more to understand better. So we observe that a reddish brown copper powder changes into black substance, which is nothing but copper oxide. If we see the equation here, we see that copper has combined with oxygen here to form copper oxide. But if we try to remember, we heated copper powder, so why oxygen over here is mentioned instead of heating? If we would have mentioned heating over here, not oxygen gas, then we would not have been able to answer the presence of this O, which is present in the copper oxide, which is the real product. So guys, whenever we heat any substance, in most of the cases its corresponding oxide is generally formed. Like in this case, copper oxide is formed. Now another important concept is required, that is oxidation. So we have seen oxygen is added to copper and copper oxide is formed. If we see the equation again, we can see where the gaining of oxygen has taken place. This is copper on the reactant side, and you can see the interconversion of oxygen over here. You see there is no oxygen here, and we have this copper oxide in the product side. So we can see the overall change or the addition of this oxygen throughout the reaction, and we say that it is gain of oxygen. So if such kind of phenomena happens when there is gain of oxygen, we say that the copper has been oxidized to copper oxide. Now let's move to its formal definition. If a substance gains oxygen during a reaction, we say that it is oxidized. And if we try to formalize the definition of oxidation, we say that it's a process which involves gain of oxygen, that you saw in the previous example. Copper changes to copper oxide. In terms of hydrogen, we say that it is a loss of hydrogen. Now let's try something else. We will now try to see what will happen to copper oxide if we try to pass hydrogen gas over it. So let's see what happens. If we try to pass hydrogen gas over the copper oxide, we observe that the black copper oxide, it changes to reddish brown, which is nothing but our starting material in the first experiment, that is copper powder, reddish brown in color. So let's see its equation. And there you go. Now look at the equation carefully and see what actually is happening. Here you have your product copper oxide, which is reactant in this case. The 2 over here is nothing but the oxidation state of copper. This you will study in your higher classes. Then hydrogen gas, which we tried passing over the copper oxide, and we end up with copper again. What happened to the hydrogen and oxygen? They combined to form this water vapor. So looking carefully also made us see that there is a loss of oxygen happening over here, which explains the interconversion of this copper oxide to copper with the help of hydrogen gas. So whenever there is loss of oxygen, we say that copper oxide has been reduced to copper. Whenever there is loss of oxygen, we use this term reduce or reduction. Let's come to its formal definition, which is, if a substance loses oxygen during a reaction, it is said to be reduced. Like copper oxide in the previous example, it is being reduced to copper again. Now let's come to its formal definition, reduction. So it's defined as a process which involves a loss of oxygen, or if we talk in terms of hydrogen, then there is gain of hydrogens. As you see, the reduction, it happened with the help of passing hydrogen gas over the copper oxide, otherwise it would not have been happened. So there is a gain of hydrogen over here. And this is all about the reduction. Now we understood oxidation as well as reduction clearly, but there is one minute thing left which I think we all somewhere missed, and that is, if we come back to our last equation, we see that loss of oxygen is there in our first case from copper oxide to copper, which we said the process of reduction. But also if you look at the hydrogen part, you will see that there is a gain of oxygen, which is oxidation. We talked about reduction process in the previous example, loss of oxygen from copper oxide to copper. There is also gaining of oxygen by this hydrogen, and then only it forms this water vapor. So in other words, we say that hydrogen has also been oxidized to water along with reduction of copper oxide. So guys, it is very important to know that oxidation or reduction cannot occur alone. This is because if one substance loses oxygen, there must be another substance which gains oxygen. Similarly, if one substance loses hydrogen, there must be another substance which gains hydrogen. Thus, if one substance is oxidized, the other must be reduced during a reaction. This means that oxidation and reduction, they always go side by side. That is, they occur simultaneously in a reaction. That is why, for this reason, such kind of reactions, they are called redox reaction. This Re terms, it stands for reduction, and OX term stands for oxidation. So you can combine this Red term for reduction and OX term for oxidation, we get redox. It's very interesting to know that redox reactions can also be combination reaction or displacement reactions at the same time. There are so many redox reactions. Many of them affect our everyday life, which we will deal in the next video. Also, you will study more about this redox reaction in detail as you go to higher classes. So thank you so much guys for watching. I hope you liked today's video lesson. If you find it useful, please do subscribe my channel for more such videos. Also, don't forget to press bell icon to get timely notifications. So do like it, share it with your friends, and last but not the least, stay positive because we have got Gamaholic.